how to attract a woman. Men, this one's for you, but ladies, this one's for you as well. So we are talking about the old primal structures of our brain. We're talking about how do we attract each other. Men, listen very closely. This is important. I want to be clear about something. This isn't about pickup artistry. This isn't about manipulation or seduction. This isn't about casual sex. This is if you have an intention to be in a long-term relationship, to be in a connected union, to really see someone and be seen. What I'm about to share with you today, the techniques or rather the embodiment of your true authentic self, is based on research, based on attraction dynamics, based on biology, based on old evolutionary substructures of our brains, how we connect, how we attract, how we repel, based on are you safe or are you not? A lot of this, what I'm about to share with you today, particularly how men can attract women and healthy relationships, comes from a study and research into our biology, into our evolution as a humanity over millions of years. What we've had to do and who we've had to be in order to attract, to bond and procreate. Now, there's two main driving forces when we speak about biology in terms of how we relate. There's this drive to procreate and this drive to bond. What I want to speak to today is something that we don't speak too often. We don't mention it too often. We speak about our culture and we speak about the way we're conditioned in our environment and all of that, but we don't often speak to the biology of how we attract. And I think this is a really important part of not only sharing love and intimacy and relationship, but also masculine feminine dynamics, because masculine feminine energetics are not only vested in cultural aspects of self, but they're also vested in our biology. They're also vested in our humanity, in our evolution, and how we've attracted each other over many, many years, how we've behaved over and over again, how we've habituated ourselves in relationship, but also as individuals. And so, men, how do you attract a woman? Well, firstly, there are many factors that affect attraction. We're talking about values, we're talking about our relationship to our sexuality, we're talking about self-worth, we're talking about our relationship to pornography, we're talking about family values, we're talking about self-belief, desires, the way our subcultures operate and influence us, education, so much. There's so much more. But I want to be really clear. This is not about seduction for casual sex. There's nothing wrong with casual sex. There's nothing wrong with seducing another person. But this particular video is not about that. This is about wanting and yearning for that longer term connection. And as men, what we need to do is step into our genuine, authentic selves. And we'll find out why more in a moment. And why I said this is not just for men, but it's also for women, is because we learn together and we're about to learn from each other. So this is about bringing genuine people together who genuinely care, and so men can build confidence to step into their authentic, genuine selves, to optimize the version of themselves so they put the most honest, transparent version of themselves forward by understanding their biology and what women are unconsciously attracted to. Now, men are also conscious or unconsciously attracted to women, and it's yes, it's in our physicality, but it's not just in the aesthetic appearance. It's actually more in the non-verbal communication. And I get so excited about this because I realize that if we come from a genuine place, because this is all about intention, right? This is about being safe for someone else. This is about also being safe for someone else so that they can be safe for you. And in order to be safe, you have to be genuine, you have to be transparent, you have to be real, and you have to be consistent in who you are. Not only as a man, but also as a woman. You have to be able to listen and be attentive and truthful. Now, this is more about engaging with someone. How are you behaving? How are you making the unconscious conscious around how your body responds before you've actually engaged in deeper conversation? This is maybe when you're in a bar or a club or in a church or in a social setting where you're seeing each other from across the room or across the space. How are you behaving as a man to get the attention of that woman? But also know that she's made up her mind within split seconds, whether you are a safe an approachable partner. Men think that we're calling the shots because we're approaching women often and we're asking them how they are, or we're starting the conversation. The truth is that woman, from an evolutionary perspective, has given off those physical non-verbal signs well before that. And there's no point in ignoring this. This is a really important part of who we are. And it is a game, by the way, but it's a beautiful game. If you have a clear intention to be the best version of yourself and know that when you show up as you, you'll attract or you won't, and you're okay with that and you're not attached to that, that's really powerful. And you're not coming from a manipulative place, and that's really important as well. So again, women are very selective of their mates, and they've had to be. They have to be selective of who they've been intimate with. So this is about you showing up in a really, really safe way. I can't emphasize enough that this is not about quick fix, short-term gratification, casual sex, manipulation, or any type of sex games or pick-up artistry. This is about genuine relationship. This is about long-term relationship. Again, nothing wrong with casual sex. This isn't about that though. This is about how you shop. So let's start. So what are women attracted to? How do you attract a woman? Think of the Superman effect. So symmetry, facial symmetry and bodily symmetry is something that women unconsciously look for. Men look for something called a hip to waist ratio as well. And this has got to do with childbearing reasons. And women are also looking at men. Can they protect the family unit? Have they got good, healthy genes? And symmetry can be an indication of that. So beyond that, because not everyone has symmetry, about 53 to 55% of men carry facial symmetry, and the rest that don't. It's okay because we pick up a lot with non-verbal cues as well, so let me be very clear on that. But we've moved beyond that. So you look at Superman. Now, Superman had amazing symmetry. He's depicted that way. But as Clark Kent, he's fumbling, he's fidgety, he's erratic, he's unsure of himself, he's uncertain, he's indecisive, he's slouched over, he's not open in his body language, he's not occupying space, he hasn't got presence. But as Superman, he's in an open body posture, he's confident, he's able to execute, he's able to be decisive, he's honoring of himself, he's a little mysterious, he's not clumsy, he's very articulate, he's very coordinated. Women are looking for all of this. So if you're across the room and you can be in your coordinated state, if you can be and occupy physical space and be present, and you can be this confident version of you. You can smile, because humor is very important as well. So humor is, it's not an aphrodisiac. Well, it can be an aphrodisiac, but humor is very welcoming. So it's important to be humorous as well. But intragender connection is important. So slapping a man on his back, hugging a man, being affectionate with your fellow man, that's also very, very attractive. Glancing, not staring in a unhealthy way, but glancing at that woman that you're interested in, if she's given you the signs that she's interested. In other words, and this is less about women today, but more about men and how men can attract a woman. But let me fill you in a little bit. If she's glanced at you and she's smiled, that could be an indication that she's interested. And you may think, well, what if she's interested in another man behind me? Well, just move to another side of the room and see. Is she following you? Is her glance following you? And you can glance back and smile and be welcoming and warm and be respectful in your posture and your demeanor. You can be attentive. You can be attentive to yourself. You can be attentive to the group that you're in. Humor isn't just I'm going to come back to humor because it popped in my mind. It's not just an aphrodisiac, but it's a sign of intelligence. Intelligence is very important when a woman is seeking a long-term mate and partner. In fact, intelligence is very important for anyone seeking a long-term mate and partner. And intelligence comes in many different ways, right? But remember, don't fold your arms. Don't posture in a closed way. Be more open in your posture. This is very important. Be relaxed. Look for mutual attraction. If that woman is not giving you any signs, if she hasn't got open body language towards you, if she's not glancing at you, if she's not moving her hair. There's a doctor, and I can't remember her name, a professor, and she came up with 52 characteristics or 52 gestures that a woman will do to invite a man into her space. Now, when you get into that space, you don't want to be arrogant, because arrogance comes from insecurity. And then all of a sudden, you're not confident anymore, you're arrogant. Confidence comes from security, comes from a whole sense of self. When you're with that woman, when you are able to approach her and you take lead on approaching her, be the most authentic you possible. Now, in another video, I'll share with you what you can actually do when you're in that conversation, when you've begun the dating process, when you've gone beyond, hey, we're two people at a distance and at space, and now we're coming together. I'll share with you what you can do there. That's in another video. And that will be how to communicate effectively, verbally and non-verbally, with a woman to help you. Because if you're a genuine man that has a great deal to offer, and you want to give yourself and you want to share your life with someone that matters to you, that's important to you, and you have a great deal to share, and it's important that you're able to recognize your value and share that. I want to share with you so much right now about what to do next when you're with that woman, or when you're engaged in that conversation, and how to really actively listen and be present and open up your heart and allow her to feel safe, and how you can feel safer as well. But I'm going to save that for another video. I hope that this has helped. If you resonate with this video, oh, my queen, she's watching. If you resonate with this video, please share it, and look forward to being of service again. I'll see you in the next video. Blessings.